Welcome everybody to my top 10 best cool anime. Now my name is Mr./Connexia, and your name is you the viewer. It's important. I'll need you to keep up, okay? Now usually, I'm quite the harlot. I mean riot. Yeah, it's not like I take a ride with shady men in trench coat to talk and sell them my body full of anime and vivid colors in a less than decent hotel room at 2:38 in the morning and be done by 2:43. Hey yo, sex with a hooker in 5 minutes. That was a high five. I wasn't clapping. Oh my lord, why do I always get so sidetracked each time? Anyway, could I make the whole list about High School DxD and High School of the Dead and High School of Your Panties? Yeah, but let's not be noob for once, okay? Okay? I'm talking about you, Kai. Nobody wants to be a noob like you, Kai. I'm not going for meta anime that's overhyped and overly popular. My following list will present a bunch of anime that's just something fresh, all in the line of this topic that will get you some great titles to watch that you most likely haven't seen. And if you did, well, I have other top 10s. Oh, you've seen all of my top 10s too? Well, I got a deck of card. Wanna play Skip a Bow? Blackjack? Or my personal favorite, Kill a Hoe? Number 10, Yumisho Naked Swimming Club. A very light-hearted anime to start. Nothing big, bright ambience, funny characters, lots of fanservice for the lover of this genre. But I'm expecting a lot of people to dislike this anime. It's average at best, but I had still quite the enjoyment watching it for some reason. I think it's the soundtrack. The opening song was really majestic and it did fit the ambience incredibly well, so I'd recommend checking out one episode out of 13, and if it's really not your style, switch to something else. Don't fight through it. Shh. It's okay. Just let it go. Number 9, Cross Game, Baseball Time. I love the sport, it's my favorite one, so when I started watching this anime, I had incredibly high expectations for this show, and boy, did that delivers. It follows the life of two kids that grew up together and play baseball. The art is beautiful and the character development is astonishing. Really, if you enjoy romance and a story, stop everything you watch and check this one out. Well, you'll have an amazing time with these 50 episodes. Number 8, Tokyo Ravens. Supernatural, magical, superpower high schoolers fighting with a powerhouse spell? Oh yeah, count me in. This show is a diamond in the rough. If you just check out the first episode, you'll be highly disappointed and end up disagreeing with this position on my list. But if you check it out in its entirety, this show will pay its worth. The characters appear stereotypical, but their development is really pleasing. Seeing them evolve through this made this extremely satisfying to watch. Number 7, Daily Life of High School Boys. If you like random goofiness like Nichijo, Azumanga Daioh, Lucky Star, or Bakatu Testo Shukanju, you'll end up laughing out loud incredibly often. The art doesn't stand out all that much and the music wasn't particularly impressive, but it doesn't need to. This show is entirely focused on the humor, and on that, you, my friend, delivers. A few seconds of this show will convince you in the blink of an eye. Number 6, Sakemichi no Apollon. Okay, this show is amazing, but I've put it so high because this is not your typical layback anime, it requires some appreciation from the viewers. This anime goes back to the 1966 where the jazz was big, The anime is inclined a lot on the musical side, which cannot appeal to big-time lovers of typical fanservice. A one-of-a-kind show that can have a big impact on your outlook on life, a great pace changer worth checking out. Number 5, Chunibyo Demogoi Gashita. 12 episodes of anime blissful goodness. I have nothing but praises for this anime. It's beautiful, it's got a great story and animation that should captivate your heart within the few seconds of the first episodes. And you? Have you seen the art and those vivid colors? They bling my eyes with their load. I cry every time. If by some weird planet alignment the Ascents may fall flat on you, this anime is still worth being on this list for every of its other criterias. Number 4, Sket Dance. I'm the Sket Man. I'm sorry, it was too easy. This show is all about helping your fellow friends. It may seem unappealing put that way, but it makes a lot of sense when you actually sit down to check it out. This anime came out between 2011 and 2012, and it is a whopping 77 episodes. This show is full of humor and reference. If you know a lot of anime, you'll see a bunch of jokes related to the other shows. Be sure to check it out, or at least give a chance to the first episodes. Number 3, Mahoka Koko no Retose. This is an anime that is still ongoing, but the art feels so fresh. It reminds me a lot of Steins Gate color-wise, very light colors and very dark contrast to go alongside it. The story is pretty eye-catching too, a magic school which split its student by its grade. Good student gets the bloom treatment, bad student gets the weed treatment. That's clearly not gonna have any side effect on their self-confidence, but whatever, they seem to be whipped anyway. Also, may include some hidden incest feelings. Remember kids, in Japan, incest is wincest.
Miyuki?
ずるいです。みゆきがこんなに恥ずかしい思いをしておりますのに、お兄様はいつも平気なお顔。
いや、みゆき、な。
それとも私では異性のうちに入りませんか？
入ったらまずいだろ。
Number 2, Kokoro Connect. This is yet another amazing anime that is extremely underrated. This show is hilarious. It brings character into a very odd situation where guys will swap bodies with girls, and while it does bring up some sexual topics, they're not in such a lewd way. This show makes a great character development that is neither too slow nor too fast for the pace of the anime, and the art is just a delight. The colors are soothing, there's no rough edges, and the story is very compelling. Getting pretty deep by the moments too.
そうなのか。いや、俺もそうだとは思ったけど、万が一ってこともあるから一応。もう
お兄ちゃんたらどれだけ私のことを好きなの？
まあ兄弟だから。
お兄ちゃん耳貸して。ちなみにこれが私のファーストキスなんだぞ。
妹のほっぺチュー。きたこれ。キモい。
And finally, the number 1, the Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei series. It's such a cool anime. The art of this show is a mind blower. It basically took off my mind spans and gave it the best goddamn brain jam I could dream to get. The voice acting, the art, the animation, everything is done masterfully. There's action, humor, schoolgirls, I mean you can't dream of a better fitting anime. The order goes like this: it's Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, then it's Zoku Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, Goku Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, you're seeing a pattern here, then it's Zan Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, and Zan Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei Bangaichi. I'm guessing if I say the title often enough, you guys will check it out. Also, this clip is from the first episode of Zan. Hopefully it's badass enough to compel you into watching everything.
はやめてください。教育上よろしくないでしょ。女子に暴力を振るう様子をバッチリカメラに収めたよ。フェミニスト団体を味方につければ億単位の慰謝料をせしめることができるよ。
すいませんすいません、なんという惨状。
よくも
本当にすいません。私ったらなんということを。すいませんすいません。お姉ちゃん石頭なの。すいませんすいません。
ナイス。急に変な組織とか出てくると最終回近いみたいで縁起悪いでしょ。
大変です。侵入者です。どうやって入った？
And that gives us a total of 10 anime to check out that you may never have heard about. But now that I think about it, I've never taken the time to tell you about my backstory. So here goes. Once upon a time, whole little Misty was getting ready for school. She had her lovely pink dress. Her pigtails were all nice and set for her first day. Misty's mom had it done in perfection, but she was kind of a tramp, so of course she'd be good at doing that kind of weird fetish stuff. Anyway, with her backpack, Misty left for school. She only had one long road to cross. With her favorite plushie in her left hand, which by the way was called Mr. Duckling, she was on her merry way. Halfway through, she noticed a lonely piano hanging around. Being her usual self, Misty approached the kid piano and asked him what was wrong with him. The kid replied,
"I am going to murder humanity."
To which Misty replied,
"What the heck is up with your voice? You're funny. I like you."
But the disturbed piano grabbed Mr. Duckling and tore its motherfucking head off. Oh shit. Oh no, you didn't.
No, Mr. Duckling!
And that's when shit got real. Nobody fucks with Mr. Duckling.